What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm heading over to my dad's because we have a few things we want to work on today. But before I do that, I want to let you know what happened with the truck because I didn't record any of it. It happened when I had to go to work and I just had to get it done as quick as possible, so I had no time to actually record it. But my battery light came on in my truck, which is telling me my charging system's not working. I still drove it to work about a half an hour like that, so you can only imagine what had happened. I got to work, turned the truck off, went to start it, and it was dead. So what I had to do was go get a new battery and a new alternator and throw that in, and that fixed all my problems. So just want to put that out there. It's got a brand new battery, brand new alternator, and it starts great now. But anyways, in today's episode, we're gonna be working on putting new fog lights in the Ranger because the front driver one has water in it. It's had water in it for months. Finally bought a new set, and we're gonna be throwing those in today. So it's only 4 bolts to take the front bumper off. 1, 2, and then same on the other side, and the bumper should pull right off.
Put it right down on there.
All right, so we got the bumper off, and I forgot to grab my rust reformer to cover all this rust up. So first trip to the store. All right, so to get the fog lights out, you have to pop these rivets out on the back side of the bumper. And for that, I'm just using this square bit screwdriver thing. So go ahead and do that. That was simple. All right, so we tried taking a shortcut, just taking the rivets out right above the fog light, but turns out you have to take all the rivets out to get this piece off to give you access to the top bolt for the bracket. So we figured out we didn't have to punch all those tabs out. Just the 2 that I said at the beginning, that's all you have to punch out, possibly the ones around it. And have someone pull this up real high, and you can fit just a 1/4 inch ratchet with a 10 mil in there and it'll come right out. So don't punch all the tabs out like I said. All right, we got the new fog lights in. Replaced all those rivets that we punched out with some new tabs. So all that's good to go. Touched up this with some rust reformer. Now it's time to put the front bumper back on. Now that's somewhat dark out, I'm going to get my keys out. I'm going to turn these fog lights on and we're going to try to adjust these things. I've tried a little bit, haven't succeeded yet, but see if I can do it now. Turn that to the on position, turn them on. So right under here, that screw right there at the bottom is your adjustment screw. I believe turning it to the right will raise the headlight beam, or the fog light beam. Alright, so I had it backwards. It is the adjustment screw, but you want to turn it like you're loosening the screw to raise the fog light beam. So I loosened the passenger side a bunch, and now I'm going to try to match the driver's side. So those are just the fog lights. They're pretty even all the way across. And if I put the headlights on, I might adjust the fog lights up just a little bit more so there's not that shadow in between the headlight beams and the fog light beams. And then it should be good to go. So those are just the fog lights right now, and they're pretty even. It looks really bright on camera, but it's a lot easier to see in person. And then the headlights. So there's no shadow right in between the headlights and the fog light beam, so everything should be good, but I'll know in the morning when it's actually dark on my way to work. If you guys saw my last video, remember I said we're going to be replacing the tensioner and the belt to hopefully get rid of the squealing that keeps coming back. As you can see right here, a brand new Motorcraft tensioner and a brand new Motorcraft belt. So I'm going to throw you guys up on the tripod and I'm going to get to work. Alright, got the tensioner out. Now I'm going to go ahead and throw the new one in along with the new belt. So one thing I noticed is the stock one is like a cast, and the new one, which is also Motorcraft, is like aluminum, so that's cool. Alright, so I got the new tensioner on. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the new belt on. Alrighty, new tensioner's on. It's tight. New belt is on. Everything seems to be lined up. So just double check and we're going to start it up and hopefully that squeak is gone. Alright, let's go ahead and put this back on and we'll start it. So before, that tensioner was always shaking. I think that was the problem. I think it was stretching the belt out, so did good.